But anyway.
You don't need to fight. You just seduce all these weird wolf Swiss.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want that one with the jaw banglies on your bits.
We're gonna imagine how much you can fit.
Well,
They're now going to be called Weird Swifts. Welcome to the Average Adventuring Party podcast, where I was half a click away from naming this show Critical Shit. And after the last couple of sessions, I think y'all's dice have bore that out.
I don't know about you. I rolled like an 18 on my shoot at a fucking whip that wasn't even holding real Shannara roll.
yeah, that was an awesome grab, too. I was like, yeah, I know this probably is fake, but fuck yeah.
I can roll real well when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, me too.
That's not true at all. I totally set all the goals within your capabilities.
So, 3?
I didn't say I set them so you're always successful. Said you have the potential of passing them.
So, 6.
The rest is up to you.
So it's just, up to our dice to fuck us over.
Let's see, I got a +7. Make the DC an 8 and we should be good.
According to this here fancy DM screen, it says it's a 23 now. Good luck.
According to my
there's
players,
not a screen.
according to my player screen, fuck.
So, we'll just jump right in. You guys totally fell for the classic bait and switch. You allowed yourself to be dragged deeper into the city, and
No one said we were smart.
Well, Mariana is a masturbator,
she is in fact good at doing mouth stuff,
and she
especially
is
against other people.
She is also a switch, I hear.
Having said that, you guys allowed yourselves to be lured deeper into the city.
Again, we're not smart people.
Oh, we knew we were getting
Joke's
trapped.
on you. You're not people. You're the monsters all along.
I mean, that tracks with our last game.
The next session is actually going to be the other people on the other end seeing these monsters pretending to be elves and minotaurs while they cruelly massacre innocent civilians.
I mean, people die everywhere we go. We rescue people and liberate them from their goods. Hell, our first session ended with us handing a pile of hands and getting paid for it, so...
We didn't kill them, though.
And the fox is one of these people that look on in horror.
Yes.
Because I was not included in
People.
the elves and minotaur groups.
True.
No, it's just that Suna is so willing to kill.
Foxes have no souls.
Why
don't do that.
Why does death want me?
Somehow you got on the list. That's what he's trying to pick. Like, this whole thing would have ended with him taking your souls. It's just, for some reason, you're the sticking point.
He's like, come on, I have bacon.
Right, so you guys are lit by torchlight, with the exception of Galdrian, who has a halo of light.
He is very lit, yes.
Yes.
I mean, does anybody else want one? I can do that.
This is the episode that should be titled The Beacon of Gondor Ain't the Only Thing That's Lit. Around the corner steps a pair of wolf swiftesses. We will now refer to them as weird swifts.
Not wolf swifties?
No. Which is to say that they have various deformities and look particularly lethal, while also leaking this kind of gunk that you guys have found on everything. When they step around the corner, there's 2 of them, they start roaring, and a couple more show up over there, and a couple more over there, and a couple more over there, and you guys are
Surrounded.
not quite surrounded, but there are plenty of these. So what I will have you do is roll initiative. And I don't need Shannara's sheet because she's dead.
Not dead yet.
No.
You were just trying to get those death stares again.
That's
weren't you?
super cocky. That's super cocky.
You're a super cock.
Wow. It was on the corner between a 3 and a 16. And then I rolled again and I got a 2.
Glad we cleared that up.
Next detail.
Holy crap.
And Shannara's doesn't need a mini because she's dead.
You keep saying
I
that.
was gonna say, keep saying that.
Alright, so go ahead and roll me initiative.
We are now taking auditions for a new
A new
GM
GM.
because the last one died. A horrible grisly death.
Apologies, but the part of Gary will be played by someone who
I
won't
vote-
kill the NPCs.
It will be Rolo.
Yes.
Because Princess would, or Pretzel would easily kill us all in an evil princess rage.
Yeah, Pretzel wouldn't put up with you guys' shit. She'd be like, "Oh, you wanna cause a problem? You're dead. Roll a new character. Oh, that character's dead too." She'd make you play like Traveler or something where the characters could die in character generation.
I'm just thinking that since you're dead, all you listeners out there that want to be other people and get some board games, as long as you give me the ones on my list.
So is that all I am to you in the end? It's just what board games you can get out of me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean,
See,
That tracks.
Ray, she likes to publicly get on my case when I buy a board game. But then, when I buy a board game that's germane to her, she's like, "Oh, you've got a problem. We'll keep playing this one forever and a day, but you've got a problem. Oh, it has expansions? Oh, I guess you'd better not pick those up." And then I pick them up and she tells me I've got more problems, but still wants to play that game.
I mean, seeing the wall, I would have said you had a problem.
That's not a problem.
I don't have a problem. Each one of those games was carefully selected for a reason.
I mean, you do have a good organization system.
Yeah, I need to pull the shelf down and actually I just need another shelf.
You need space for another shelf.
So once we actually get another bedroom to set up a studio, which will happen if you guys support us at a certain level, I'll actually build some shelves into the walls, and we can have maybe some video feeds with Ray's problematic board game collection in the background.
my problem.
Hey, you heard it
Hey,
online?
yes!
He said it's your collection, so now we can kill him with impunity.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
There we go.
You guys heard nothings.
No, you guys heard everything this time.
These guys heard nothings. Mine's mobster's accents gets thicker every episode.
You're gonna need that mobster accent for an upcoming project. That's all I'm saying.
Do I want to?
The mobster sauce.
Remind me to tell you about the accent that elves have in one of the games I'm running.
It's to the point where in one of the games that I was running, elves had a certain accent, and it was called Alphabama.
Oh, dear.
That was this game.
That was a previous iteration of this game. Yes.
Since we were doing initiative, I'm planting my staff. And I'm using, instead of the attack and damage bonus, we're doing until the end of battle. When you or an ally nearby the staff score a critical hit, that character can heal using a recovery.
All right.
Remind us of that.
Yep. It's your responsibility.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, I guess go ahead and give me
I had a 25.
Yay, we'll be all over the place.
Galdrian.
13.
That's about usual. Ardith.
10.
And Suna.
23.
What the fuck happened there?
I rolled a 2. That's what happened.
We
I
got
rolled a
miles per hour
17,
over
yeah.
here.
I rolled pretty good.
I could have had a 16, but it was cut.
It was very cacked. Get cack all over your dice.
Better than that snot stuff.
Maybe we can actually get a rest after this.
Yeah.
If the whole
Right.
party goes unconscious, that counts as a rest, right?
Right, yeah.
But they know 5 seconds it takes them to come and stab us. And we lose our death saves.
Hey, they always say you can rest when you're dead.
Point. I'm even one of those people who says that.
Oh, we'll end up in Rarari's special version of hell, and he'll be like, "So, Galdrian, I heard you had some things to say about me."
Can I stab him? If that happens?
Oh,
Please?
yes.
Sure.
I'm sure it'll do lots of good.
At that point, who cares?
All right.
We're fucked anyway.
So, Iacus, if you would like to put yourself somewhere over here. Suna, likewise. That's not you. Where's your D4? Galdrian, if you would like to put yourself somewhere over here. And maybe up a little.
No.
And Ardith.
I guess hold me.
There is no holding. There is only drool. Alright. Iacus, you are up first as two of these things round the corner. We'll say it is, in fact, these two.
Okay.
And then you start hearing roars all around you. You realize there are more of them. And all of these weird swifts have various deformities. They're only, like, one of them has horns, one of them has hooves. You know, one of them's got, like I said, some weird fangly mouth stuff going on. But all of them are leaking this sort of goop. But it is your turn.
All right. Well, I am going to move up to the two that we see, because I've always been known to be a subtle and cunning enemy. Oh wait.
If you were a bard, you would be a cunning linguist.
Yes.
That role is filled, along with a few other things.
Oh, roll. I'm sorry.
That also rhyme with old.
Also, I forgot to mention, the escalation die is going to start at 1.
Oh,
You guys have full use of it.
that can't be terrible.
This is a particularly heightened situation.
All right. Well, I'm going to run up there, and believe it or not, I'm not starting with the good old-fashioned dentist. I'm going to start off with a drunken fist.
You heard it here. Iacus is going to fist Wolf Swift.
Yes.
I was going to do
Now,
that first.
what is the target's lowest defense?
Right? Does it?
It says versus the target's lowest defense.
Okay.
Or he might not tell you what.
Yeah, I
Okay,
won't tell you
all
what
right.
it is.
But find it.
Yeah. Good luck.
I have an 18 versus target's lowest defense.
All right.
Is that a hit?
That is a hit.
All right. It's been a week. I'm sorry. Jab is 3d6 right now. And this is the first attack against it. It did hit. So I get an extra 2d6 for Greeting Fist.
Mm-hmm.
And I have already used my gore for the day. So, is there anything else that I need to be aware of? Nope. Alright, so starting off, I hit them for 21 on the dice plus strength, so 24. And the next attack against me has disadvantage.
Okay. So you walk up and uppercut Wolf Swift, and as you do, basically the entire upper half of her body explodes into this goop, and the lower half continues to walk around. The one that is standing next to her takes absolutely no notice of the fact that half of it has been exploded and continues towards you.
Okay. Noted. But that was my move and my attack. I have no swift action, so that's it.
Alright, we're going to say a pair of these comes after Galdrian.
Oh no.
I mean, you kind of.
And they are, they're joined, we'll say, at the hip and the waist and the bust. So there's just like this weird 8-limbed creature that is coming after you. They're going to make 2 attacks. Well, I have to do these in order. So the first one is a 17 versus your AC. No, I'm sorry. A 22 versus your AC.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So you're going to take 3 ongoing damage. The second one is not going to hit you. So yes, you are taking 3 ongoing damage. As one of them grabs you, and then one of the wolf swifts starts vomiting up this black gunk onto you, and it starts burning you.
Yay, acid.
Hooray for acid, indeed. And since that was so effective, it's going to happen again. 2 more of these things are going to shuffle out. That is a 23
Yeah.
and a 13.
No.
Okay. As these other 2 shuffle out and start vomiting up gunk on you, your ongoing damage now goes up by 10.
Oh, shit.
You are taking 13 ongoing acid damage.
Fuck.
We'll say one of them actually, a pair of these drops down off of a railing. It just kind of like oozes over and hits the ground next to Iacus and is going to do something very similar.
Remember, it is at disadvantage.
Okay, so attack the first. I'll reroll that one, since it was... Okay.
You almost did it again.
Yep, so that is a 27 versus AC.
Yes.
With disadvantage.
Yeah, with disadvantage. So 3 ongoing damage.
All right.
And that is a 21 versus AC.
21 versus AC will hit.
Okay, so your ongoing damage goes up by 10 as well. You are now taking 13 ongoing damage.
Okay.
Let's see. A couple more are going to fall out of the sky next to Iacus. This likewise with disadvantage?
No, it's just the next attack.
Okay. So 16 versus AC
Does not hit.
and 19 versus AC.
Meets.
Okay, so you're going to take 10 more ongoing acid damage.
Jesus Christ.
Suna. These things are just, when you look up, so there are some that are coming out of buildings, there are some that are coming out of walkways. You look up and there are hundreds of them, like up above you. They are just falling out of the sky at this point.
I cannot do any of my healing stuff because y'all, I don't have any dailies, but I can do Soothing Forest. So everybody gets 15 extra or temporary hit points.
Yeah, that'll at least cushion the first blow.
Yeah. It'll blow through my temporary hit points, but
Yeah.
again, that's not my actual hit points. So
For the first time in forever, I don't have to ask if Shannara gets temporary hit points. Because she's dead.
And so is the GM.
And then I guess I'm gonna do Rain of Acorns and try to get 3 if I.
So each of these is a group of 2. So at most you will get 2. Because that targets...
Okay.
Well, what does it target?
1d3 nearby enemies in a group.
Correct. So each one of these groups is at most 2.
Okay.
So
Pick a group.
pick a group.
The ones over there by Iacus.
Okay. How many of them do you hit?
1.
This group only has 1 in it, if you would like to,
Okay.
and has not gone yet.
it's an 18 on the dice.
18 plus
25.
6,
26.
26,
Yeah.
27. 27.
Versus...
PD.
That is a hit.
10 damage. Wow, that's it.
Is it just 2d4?
Yeah, 2d4 plus wisdom.
Okay.
Not per level.
No.
No.
Her spells only go up at 3, 5, 7, and 9.
Same as
Gotcha.
mine.
So that was your quick action.
Yep.
That was your
My
standard.
Yep.
Do you have a move that you would like to utilize?
Nope, I think I'm gonna stay.
Alright.
You want to exchange your move for quick?
Oh, wait, is this a quick?
You heard it here. She's
No,
asking if it's
that's
a
not
quickie.
a quick. So no. No.
Okay.
Alright.
Good.
So one of these is going to drop out of the sky in between Ardith and Suna and try to glom onto Suna. That seems like a good idea.
Below.
That is an 18 versus AC.
Yes.
So 3 ongoing damage. and higher versus AC. So you're taking a total of 13 ongoing damage.
Really wish I'd picked up Iron Body this time.
Wish I had some of my dailies.
Ardith, you're in for a treat, I think.
As he gloats over there, yeah.
I know.
I've prepared a lovely dish of 3 ongoing damage for you. I believe a 24 hits your
Yeah.
AC. Yep. Let's try this again. You guys fell for this thoroughly. Let's see. That is against you. Does a 20 and an 18 hit you?
Look at me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Take 20 more ongoing damage.
Jesus Christ.
I'm staggered.
Well,
Or
not yet.
not yet.
No.
Yeah, you don't take that.
Next,
Oh.
yeah.
It's at
It's
the start
ongoing
of your
damage.
next turn.
Okay.
I mean, I might as well take it now because I...
Well, no,
Wait,
because
wait.
they might have things against you when you're staggered.
Galdrian,
Right. My turn yet?
it is your turn.
All right.
If you can critical hit something, you can heal.
Well, the thing is, she hasn't actually lost any HP yet. So, since
wait,
the
I forgot.
escalation die,
15 hit points.
The escalation die is 1.
escalation die is 1, so I'm going to roll for Elven Grace first. Come on, 1. There's a 3, goddamn. Alright. First, not going to take a move action. First quick action. Going to instead swap it out for a quick action. First quick action is going to be to activate Armor of the Forbidden Music. And I'm going to take the thing where the weapon deals 1d10 damage while the escalation die is 3+, because it might actually get to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am going to use another quick action to start singing Song of Heroes.
Okay.
And then I am going to use my full action to cast Power Chord at that group next to me.
Okay.
So it targets 1d3 enemies in a group. Targets 3 enemies in a group, but there's only 2.
Mm-hmm.
It's Charisma plus level versus mental defense. So it'll be +8 versus MD. That is a 17 versus MD.
That is a hit.
Okay, and that is going to be 2d12 damage. 2d12 plus charisma.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
6 and that's 5, so that's 11 plus 5. So that's 16 psychic damage, and an ally engaged with the target gains advantage, which does not come into play.
1. Mm-hmm.
So that's 16 psychic damage to both of them.
Okay.
And that is all I can do, so, take the ongoing and save end. Come on, save. So, everyone gets +1 to their attacks as well as their saves.
Mm-hmm. So the damage happens at the start of the round.
Yeah. I save.
Cool. So
That's
you
16 on the die, so 17.
Yep, you shake off the glorp. Number 9 falls out of the sky onto Suna.
Okay.
Are you taking ongoing damage?
I am.
Oh, good. Does a 17 hit your AC?
Yep.
And higher. So you're going to take 20 more ongoing.
So add to the...
I wish I had a save ends thing, but I don't have that battle cry yet.
Ardith.
There, little
So
fox.
now take your...
There.
23 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I do have a thing, but I can't use it yet.
I had a thing too, and I couldn't use it either. Okay. I'm gonna hit that one between me and Suna with the scimitar. Yeah, that was
Okay. All right.
Are you fucking kidding me? 12 AC. Wait, no.
Plus me, plus the escalation die.
Oh, 13. 15.
15 does not hit.
Okay. I have to roll for save for that thing.
So
Ongoing.
for ongoing, yes.
That is plus 1 for me.
And 9.
So 9.
God damn it.
Nope.
Is it 10 saves?
It is 11 plus.
Okay.
These guys
So with your plus 1, a 10 plus
Yeah.
on the die.
are going to move over, but they are going to be doing something else.
This
This round.
ongoing is really going to kill us.
Mm-hmm.
It is now round 2. For a change, the escalation die is 2. Iacus.
I'm going to take the 23 points, which burns through the 15 temporary,
Mm-hmm.
and I take 8. So 58. I am actually going to attack.
The darkness.
Yes, I will attack the darkness. No, Legs McGee there that's still walking forward, that pair. I am going to use Shadow Curtain. I am attacking against mental defense.
Good.
So, plus 7, 9, 10. Will a 26 against mental defense hit?
Yes.
Alright.
So what does your shadow curtain look like?
The Shadow Curtain, shadows just engulf my fist as I pound them into the ground. Yes, the hand motion was fantastic.
No, it's not what I'm laughing about.
Oh.
I'm laughing because it's a beef curtain.
Alright. So I get punch damage, which is 3d8. I do not get Greeting Fist because I've attacked them previously. Oh, jeez. 9 damage. I got 2 ones. But there is a nifty little effect here. And the nifty little effect says, if the next attack against me is a natural odd roll, I'm going to change the target to this enemy.
Okay.
I don't know if it matters because I think
Yeah, it does not in fact matter. You grab these legs up, spin it around, and just smash the other one down with it, and both of them explode into goop.
Did you take miss damage?
Yes.
Okay, so that one I missed should take 3.
And I get an 18 on my save ends for the ongoing
Look at that.
damage.
See, y'all were worried about ongoing damage.
Oh no, we're still worried about ongoing damage.
I'm the squishiest person here.
I don't know, I'm pretty squishy.
All right. Let's see. Where is number 1? It's the Galdrian.
Hit points over 40.
So
Because I did the temporary meditating
one
Only
groups
by
1, 2,
6.
3, and 4
No, I meant your total.
are going to have
By
something
6.
going on. Now that they have you surrounded, it is now Suna's turn.
Okay.
might do another soothing force if you can.
I can't.
You can't.
Once per battle.
Might chug a healing potion.
If I don't, then I will be dead.
Yeah.
If I don't save.
So chug a healing potion.
But if one of us crits, could use the recovery dice.
But we can't
Do I have
count.
a healing potion? I do. Okay. So is this my full action?
It is a standard action to drink it.
Then you still have like potentially 2 quick actions.
I don't have any quick.
She is out of those types of spells.
Yeah. But you can try to move away.
Yeah, you can try and disengage.
Okay. I'm gonna use the potion of healing,
Mm-hmm.
which is.
Is it a close quarter spell?
Jesus.
Chug, 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 chug.
So regain recovery plus
So-
1d8.
So you spend a recovery.
Okay.
And you roll your recovery dice plus 1d8.
And that is this one?
That is the pyramid, the double pyramid.
It's a D10.
That's
You
a
want
D10. This
these.
So, let me see. 16, 17.
17.
We all need math
Yes.
skills.
Turns out math is essential to this game.
And then you can try to move to get away from the enemies. There's 2 of
Is
them
a
on.
disengage check a save?
Effectively, yes.
So you would get a +1 to this.
Just saying.
Yeah.
So it would cancel out the...
Okay.
But you
You
roll
have
first.
to roll for
I have to roll first.
Yep, roll a d20.
And if you fail, you don't move.
you
Or
need
rather.
a 10 or better.
16.
Okay, where would you like to move to? We'll say over here is the wall.
the fuck away from here.
Yeah, you can go over there.
Any chance I could pick the staff up and move it with me, but put it right back down to the same one?
Nearby applies to.
Like pretty much the entire
Yeah.
area.
this
Does it?
entire
Okay.
Yeah, so the
Okay.
staff is affecting the whole area, but
Okay.
we're going to mark where your staff is.
So you can put yourself anywhere.
You move, but your staff is right there.
Okay. So then I'm gonna.
Go up here.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Sounds good.
Great.
Do I get the save for the ongoing?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, and then at the end of your turn,
Plus.
Now I roll again.
And you,
10 or better on the
10 or
die.
better.
That is 10.
I got a 10.
Yeah!
So
Yeah.
you're no longer taking ongoing damage
Woo!
Right now.
right now.
You the
All right,
fox.
I'm gonna try to help you.
If I have to, pop out of there.
5, 6, and 7, they got something ongoing since Ardith is now surrounded and abandoned by her forest witch ally.
I'm not abandoned.
Little bit of Suna.
It's amazing. Every time you throw one of your allies into a thing and say, I've got your back, you end up running away and leaving them alone.
Brave,
I'm
brave
technically,
Robin.
I didn't throw her into this. We all kind of walked together.
It is Galdrian's turn.
All right. So, first rolling for Elven Grace. Come on, 2, 3 again. Gotcha. All right.
You'll get there.
Going to roll to see if I can disengage from them.
Okay.
Or actually, gonna roll first for. Okay, so Galdrian,
Needs an 11 or better.
11 or better. However, first before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and use the talent Songmaster to try to continue my song. Normally it would be an 11 plus, but Galdrian is playing on his lute and or rather he's singing his song. He says, "Oh, how I really wish that Wolfswift were back to being naked and hot again." and he's going to try to just dodge out of these swiping sharp things as he's singing, and
The wolf nopes.
yeah, he's going to try to avoid the wolf notes. What sort of bonus do you think that grants? I really wish that she weren't hideous and grossified, and we're back to being.
I'd say that's a pretty good +1.
Well, it continues.
All right.
So, and then to see if I get away. So this will be a. You said 11 plus, but with my +1 for the
Well,
save,
so normally it's 11. It's +1 because there's
Okay.
another enemy, so now it's an 11 plus.
I get away.
All right, where are you going?
I'm going to this one behind Ardith, and I am going to try to stab at it.
Mm-hmm.
From Hell's Heart.
In Hell's Heart.
That is a 17 plus 2, so that is 19 plus. So that's a 20 versus AC.
Mm-hmm.
Does that hit?
That is a hit.
All right. As my battle cry, I'm going to use Take Heart. Nearby ally can either roll a save against a save ends effect or roll a normal save against a condition that has a duration. So Ardith still needs to roll her save for the thing, right?
Yeah.
So you can now make that save.
Right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now.
Hey, you made it.
11.
All right, you're no longer taking ongoing damage.
Thank God.
Right.
So,
yeah.
thank God for that battle
I
cry.
like how systematically we're eliminating all the bad die from this game.
So
I mean, this is the last one I had out already. So I'd have to go diving for a new one.
Now, it's the part where I deal damage to the thing. Clacky, clack, 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 clack. Oh, fuck you.
That's how I felt on my damage.
That is,
Still killed it.
so that's 12 damage to number 7, I think it is.
Yep. Yep. So you stab into it, and we'll say Galdrian does that like super cool flourish where he's like, and you cut these furrows into Weird Swift, and she starts leaking gunk. But wherever you cut her open also springs teeth.
And he's
that's
going
fun.
to say, Ardith, get away from them.
It is number 7 is also staggered.
Oh, cool.
9 has say it's going to move up to Ardith and has a thing going on, but it is Ardith's turn.
You got your teleporty thing, right?
Yeah.
Teleports into the middle of that other group.
Haha, fuck you guys.
Gonna teleport pop over here.
Okay.
Therefore, do not need to disengage. Because yay, ritual count. Okay, I am going to try to pop around 7 around Galdrian.
Okay. So
One that's staggered.
So 1 and 2. So 1 is staggered. 7 is staggered.
Okay, question. Before I forget this time, items that are used daily, do they just recharge on their own?
Yes.
And like the spell slots?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And what would it be to use this ring?
The ring
Yeah.
is a standard action.
Okay. I mostly just want to write that down.
Okay.
Okay. What have I got here? Who does not need no mana? You don't. No, you do. Okay, for quick action, I'm going to activate Star Mantle,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm going to pop number 7. That's not. Ah,
While she's looking at that, am I technically surrounded?
Yes.
Okay.
You have 3 of them engaged with you.
Okay.
Am I still surrounded even though I only have 1 engaged?
No.
Yay.
I don't have any.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you ran away.
okay.
Which was a smart thing to do. That's a crit,
I got a
baby.
crit.
Yay!
I got a crit.
So,
So
Do you want the total? Because that's going to be like a 30-something.
when you or an ally nearby the staff score a critical hit, that character can heal using a recovery.
so you can heal using your recovery.
Sure.
Let's do that because you are.
Spend one of those guys.
I need another D8.
My staff is useful.
It was.
10,
Wait,
which is good because you're missing 10 hit points.
Okay.
That was exactly
That
enough
makes
to minus 1.
perfect sense right now, since you're out of healing spells. Why you would do that?
I mean,
I know it was honoring Jesus,
Okay.
but
So what does your healing staff look like now? What does this effect look like?
it's got green leaves shooting out towards Ardith and surrounding her in a tornado of green leaves.
And
I'm glad it's not like the mold spores from the cave, like just coming over here, you know.
they take the shape of Galdrian giving Suna a cookie.
Okay, so double whatever I roll in the dice.
No.
No?
Roll double the dice.
Okay. Well,
That's 10.
that's 10.
Oh, God.
13.
She rolled 3 ones.
Do I double snook attack?
Yes.
15, 16. 20 total.
20 total?
20
Does that
total.
include
Your-
your dexterity? And,
Oh, no, it's not. 25.
is that including the +1 from the sword?
26.
26.
All right.
Does that count when I throw it?
Well, yeah.
Because that would have to be a throw around him.
Unless you want to say you used your move action to move up.
No, I use my move
Well,
action to pop out of there.
Oh, you can pop up, like, right there.
I mean,
Yeah.
you did crit, so You had already made the attack for 1, but 2.
It's 1 point. Doesn't matter either way.
I mean, you don't need the 1 point. So if you would like to have just thrown a knife and not your
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do.
fancy knife. All right. Number 7
He's dead.
is dead.
Fuck you.
Sploosh.
Yeah. So Ardith,
Fuck you in particular.
throws a couple of knives, and these things fall over, and when they hit the ground, they just and turn into that goop. Number 10. Where is number 10? Oh, look at that. Number 10's got something going on.
I guess you might want to get away from there.
Yeah.
It is now round 3. The escalation die is a 3.
I am now doing more damage.
I would like for all of you to make me one of those fancy wisdom checks for perception.
Oh, great.
Nope.
Any backgrounds we can add to it?
Any background you think is applicable?
Okay, that's not bad.
Oh.
I'll add my nomad, and I have a 10.
Okay.
What are we rolling again?
I rolled
Wisdom.
rolled a 2.
18.
Okay.
I got 16.
Okay.
To be fair, I'm slightly distracted.
11 if we add a background.
Oof.
3.
Can't say I didn't foresee this. Who got higher than a 15? Okay.
The bard!
And the druid.
Right. So, Iacus and Ardith, you hear these things. When one roars, the others roar, and then you hear more of them up high, all around you. You two hear someone go, "Psst, over here," and from out of one of the walls, you see Nettle's head, and he is just like the walls have opened up just a little bit, and he is sticking out, and he is waving you over. It is Iacus's turn.
Okay. So, I am going to use my attack first, and I will attack this guy right here. I think that's 10.
10,
you said?
yes.
All right, and I am using Shadow Dance. And it's against mental defense. We're now 3, 7, still getting. So I'm getting plus 11 to the roll. Will a 21 hit against his mental defense?
Yes.
Her mental defense. It's Weird Swift.
It. So that's 3d10.
She's a
You
beautiful
have not
abomination.
attacked number 10 yet, have you?
I have not attacked number 10 yet, so I will have Grating Fist as well.
She is a beautiful abomination.
All right.
The beauty of the grotesque.
22 damage to them, and then no, I'm sorry, adding 3 more, 25 damage, kick plus strength, and then I can teleport to a nearby location that I can see. Loop.
We're a party over
I was
here.
gonna say, everybody just leave me.
Oh, that's a deal.
See, I was gonna teleport over to you, but it just seemed funnier this way.
The only niece you got on this field.
And yeah, that's what I'll do right now.
All right. So,
What? Oh, and yes, I literally turn into a shadow and poof poof.
Ninja vanish.
Yes, as I hit it from the shadow cloud as I run by.
all right. So, these things are basically started splashing you with this acid, surrounded you, and then started melding together. So, 1 and 2 are now going to.
Do something.
There wasn't.
There's no eraser on his pencil.
Oh, there you go.
Okay. This is a fine piece of chewed bubblegum.
I know.
So 1 and 2 are now going to share an initiative slot and become an entirely new creature, as are 3 and 4, because this is the thing what they had going on.
Okay.
Well, that's great. That means my greeting fist would affect people I already attacked it. If they're a new creature.
Yes. So, as they form together, they become these grotesque amalgamations of Wolfswift. And there are heads and limbs sticking out all over the place. They are now probably about 10 feet tall and about as wide, actually. They're quite large.
So are they considered large creatures?
They are considered large creatures.
Ah, good.
I don't think I want to write a song about Wolfswift anymore.
Suna, it is your turn.
Does anybody have any ongoing damage going on?
Negative.
Everybody's good? Okay.
We're good.
Okay. Secondly, I'm going to yell out to everybody in the group saying, you guys, I think we have a way out. And I'm going to start pointing. And is it near me? Where is it at?
It is over here.
Okay. So So guys, if you want to start making your way, and I'm going to point towards it and say, follow me.
I'll grab your staff.
Please do.
Title.
Please grab my staff. Alright, so what else are you going to do?
So, if nobody needs healed, then I am going, or not healed, but
Damage!
that's all daily. So then I'm going to do let's see, they're goopy. Let's see how they do against ice. And we're going to do ice shards. 1d3 nearby enemies.
Okay. So,
D6.
5, 6, 9, 1.
No. Easy enough.
Okay, so 5 has already been damaged.
Pick 5.
10 has. There's only one of them left.
10 only has one left.
10 only has one of the two creatures left.
There were two creatures. They started melding together, the ones that were surrounding.
Yeah, so I think I'll do 10.
Okay.
10 is also nearest to you.
I have conflicting info.
How so?
Oh, I bet I didn't level this one. Never mind. My thingy said 1d6, and this says 3d4.
Yes.
I bet I didn't level it. Okay, so anyways.
What's it against?
Oh my gosh. This sucks. It's against PD.
Plus 3 from the escalation dice, plus 1 from me.
4, 5.
So that's 14. Does 14 hit you?
Also, okay.
Against
so
PD?
what'd you roll on the die?
A 1
Oh, I think 1 always fails.
Yeah.
plus an 8 is 9, plus 4 is 14. Or
Yeah, you
13.
do need math.
I do.
That is not a hit.
Yeah.
As you start calling down these ice shards, which we'll say probably get intercepted by another one that is falling out of the sky, and that takes the brunt of it.
Miss damage?
Hey, yeah. No, I don't think it does miss damage.
No, nothing.
But
Oh, wait. A natural odd miss?
That is that.
Oh, fuck.
it's a bad thing.
Yes. I take my level in cold damage.
So 3.
Only 3.
Being yourself on the head.
Yeah, really what it is that spell has a superior targeting in that it doesn't have to hit enemies in a group. So it is kind of a
High risk, high
high
reward.
risk, high reward. It is the druid version of recklessly casting. Which is good, because
Are you going to try to move?
Oh. However many I can move that way.
She's
Just
going
like the
to
entire way.
move towards Nettle.
yeah.
Yes.
So Nettle scoots aside and he is in some kind of crawl space.
But I'm not getting in it yet. I want to make sure everybody sees me.
Because you're nice and bright red.
Everybody does see you.
Yeah.
But effectively, when you come over to him, he puts a hand out to pull you in.
Okay.
So Suna has exited the battle, leaving you losers.
I mean, that tracks.
I mean...
Galdrian, it is your turn as another one of these joins into a more gigantic monster.
What sort of action would it be to grab that staff? Let me see.
So,
first of all,
That's right, Galdrian.
I get an extra standard action this turn,
okay.
so
it'll be a move to get over there, and a move to disengage, because there is at least one of these guys near it.
Okay. So,
but it would be a quick action, same as like changing a weapon. Wouldn't it be?
I would just let you grab it if you
as
got
part
over
of the
to
move.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll go ahead and move over to grab it. Oh, let's see if I.
So,
and Galdrian is going to make a very big show as he's singing this song, and he's going to be. He's going to turn to dancing now because yes, he does dance from time to time.
I mean, you're a bard.
Yeah, he's trying to avoid any lashing out hands, and as he's continuing to sing his song of heroes, and he says, and then the dashing bard Galdrian retrieved the legendary staff from the battlefield.
Are you narrating this?
Yes, he is narrating it, and as he does so, he's going to try to use the staff as a performance piece to aid in his performance to maintain his song.
You heard it.
He's going to do a little twirl around the staff.
oh no.
He's going to pole dance around the staff.
You heard it here.
I will give you a good +2 bonus to maintaining that song.
Does not maintain.
He tries and does the splits,
So-
and he split too far.
+2, that was a fucking 1 on the die. +2 to, we'll give that +2 to Ardith for the thing. But Galdrian was going to go ahead and then, in order to try to aid in his, because it's still just another move to disengage, right?
Yes.
And disengaging would allow me to get here.
Yes.
So I still have a standard action. I'm going to use that to try to stab that thing.
Okay. 5.
Fuck. 5 plus 3. Fucking shit. Does a can't math. Does a 15 hit it?
Is AC?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So it's just going to take 3 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And who needs temporary hit points? Anyone?
Definitely not me.
I'll take it. I'll probably be one of the last ones out.
Okay. You're going to gain temporary hit points equal to my charisma modifier. You gain 5.
Okay.
So, and with that, Galdrian will try to disengage. And if he doesn't disengage, he's just going to run.
Okay.
And take the opportunity attack. Yeah, fucking dice are banished. He's just going to take the opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And get the fuck out of there with the staff.
He's only going to take 1.
Yeah.
Let's see. Damage and effect depend on the natural roll. That is a 28 versus AC.
Yeah, that hits.
That's even. So 7 damage.
Okay.
And it gets 2. And that is a 16.
Does not hit.
I'm sorry. 24.
Well, that does hit.
All right. You're going to take another 7.
Jesus.
Is this ongoing?
Yeah.
It is not ongoing.
Suna, this fucking staff better be worth it.
I mean, it healed Ardith.
And then Galdrian makes a run for
Yeah.
the wall. He dives through as Nettle ducks aside.
Fat fucking lot of good this 1d10 damage on the escalation die at 3+ did.
Let's see, 9 and 10 are going to likewise merge as their action.
Even though 10 is a half person?
Yes. Strangely, there are rules for this.
Oh.
And Ardith.
Apparently we're booking it.
Yeah, just go.
Yeah, gone. Bye.
What?
As
Fuck this shit. I'm out.
As Ardith runs through, several of these monsters start slashing at her, and she knee slides under one, and then likewise makes it through, leaving Iacus as the only combatant on the battlefield. The escalation die is now 4.
Okay. Well, I'm starting my turn unengaged. I can move before my attack as part of a standard action for the
Why
attack.
even attack? You could just run.
Can I run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can they intercept?
They do not look like they are intercepting because most of them are still
Okay.
forming up.
Well, I know those two are forming up, so... Bye, bitches!
Alright, Iacus likewise dives through the gap. When you do, Nettles is on one side with these other people. There is another plant person, a Kajani, on the other side. She is manipulating the barrier and is trying to push it back into place. Nettles sort of just grabs you guys and starts pulling you down this very narrow hallway. You are in effectively a crawl space in between the walls of the city. And you get about 10 paces down before one of these creatures just bursts through, grabs that Kajani, and just bends her in half and pulls her out the hole.
Oh.
And he just starts just tapping on you and telling you to run.
Pull out the statue.
Go! 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 I'm in the back.
Statue at you.
Alright, Ardith has handed me the statue, and Galdrian's going to go ahead and hold it up, kind of as a buffer, as we...
So through this crack pours a bunch of this goop, and it starts forming another one of these creatures, and it is just all blades and teeth. Galdrian holds up the statue, and it appears to have absolutely zero effect.
Right, so much for that.
As it's still forming, can I attack it since I'm in the back? Can I try and
Yeah,
destroy it as it...
You can turn around and smash it, and it splashes goop up onto the walls, which slides back down and starts forming
Keep running.
this thing again. Nettles leads you down several corridors, and actually at one point manages to turn around and close the tunnel behind you, and this goop starts leaking through the pores in the wood. He keeps you running for some time until it is quiet again, and he drops effectively the floor drops down a level, and he pushes you guys down there, drops down behind you, and
Before it drops, I'm going to take my 2 things of snot and chunk them way the fuck over there. I don't want to mute them to Trachis.
okay.
Not that I know.
Look at you guys learning. These 2 bottles smash on the thing, and from somewhere you hear a roar, and Nettles looks at Iacus like he has gone banana pants crazy, and says, "Don't do less noise.
Sorry.
Less noise."
Yes. I'm always very quiet.
He pushes you guys forward and says, "We should be making our way to the Chamber of the Ancients shortly. But go that way."
Okay.
Quick question. Did Mariana ever meet Nettles?
She tried to kill him once. Or sent kobolds to try to kill him.
Do y'all know anything about Nettles that only he would know?
Yes, I know what his apartment looks like.
Okay, ask him. Quick, before we go that way.
What is the color of your nettle?
I think Mariana could just read his mind if she wanted to.
Can I have my staff?
Bonk.
Galdrian's like, "Oh, you mean my staff that I found as spoils of battle?"
Galdrian has been to Believe before, though, and he's been to the Chamber of the Ancients.
Mm-hmm.
Does this seem like it's leading us to the Chamber of the Ancients as far as you can
You
tell?
have no idea where you are at.
Right.
He has basically pulled you into the wall, and it's like this grove of trees, and there should be either nothing on the other side because you have stepped out of the city, or there should be more trees, and instead it's kind of like this very, very narrow crawl space.
Is the dagger doing anything?
The dagger is not doing anything.
Okay. I think we should be good. So let's just keep following Nettles.
That's also a very Mariana move, where she's like, I sent you help, and and fuck you. But
Nettles says, "What are you doing here? Why are you here?"
Well, we were going to head to Overlook, but there was no way we were going to make it in time. So we thought that we'd come here to rest. We hadn't heard anything about the city being in this shape.
No, we were under siege last night. From what I can gather, the kobolds had mounted assaults on basically every major city in the caldera last night. We fended them off fairly well. We had actually made it until dawn where they broke. And then this morning everything went to shit.
Right.
what happened?
Let's see. We fought them off. We reopened the gates, started cleanup and repairs to make sure in case it happened again, we were good. And then Wolfswift washed up, and something was wrong with her, so we took her to the healers, and then riots started happening, and that's it's basically been the state of things until those showed up, and then I've just been trying to find survivors and pull them down here.
Wolfswift, is there anything you can tell me about her? Besides the fact that she's one of the inheritors, is there more to her than meets the eye?
I don't know. She's always been a solid student. We don't follow the same magical traditions as each other. So she got her finer training from a druid out near Gamas. I couldn't teach her anything. I don't know what to tell you beyond that. She was already an adult when she came into her powers, so...
Right. Well, we'll need to speak with the ancients then.
Yeah, I suppose. That's where everybody else is hunkered down. Those things can't get in. But nobody else can get out.
Lead the way, little man.
So wait, once we go in, we cannot go back out?
Well, not without fighting our way out.
Well,
But
maybe we'll get a chance to rest.
But in the room of the agents, we can
It's
get
not
out.
that they're going to keep us there, it's that we're surrounded. There's no way out besides
Okay.
fighting our way out.
Correct.
Okay.
You can get to the ancients from the city, so these things can get there. But
They
last
can't.
I checked, the city gates were closed. I can't get out through the outer forest, even through some of the ways that are known only to my people. So
Is it easy to cut a canopy above?
no.
No.
The city's doing an admirable job of being a fortress. It's grown to be resistant. My people, wanted a safe haven, so that's what we made. Unfortunately, if you make a safe room and you get locked inside with the thing you're trying to keep yourself safe from, you've just made a gigantic kill box.
Are you going to go back out and look for more survivors?
I don't know. We honestly didn't anticipate anyone coming in.
Yeah, for those dumbasses.
Yeah.
Do you not have druids that can maybe ask the trees to open somewhere?
he points back down the hallway and says, well, that was one of them.
Oh.
She was, I think, the last of my order. So
Gotcha.
everyone else that we have, I think, is civilians. We don't have any warriors even. Oh, no professional warriors or adventurers or.
Well, it's a good thing we showed up.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I don't know. I hadn't seen them do that until you got here.
I mean,
Whatever.
talk to the man over there.
Whatever you did, and he points at your loot, that got them riled up. That's how I found you.
Right, so they aren't fans of music. Lesson learned.
Oh, you hit a nerve. Again.
I didn't try it. I'm not a musician myself, but noise, I think. We've been, well, she and I, at least, were here the better part of a day doing this. I don't even know what time it is.
Mariana is so smart.
It's night again.
She knew you would keep talking and talking and talking, and you kept talking and talking and talking and drawing
Galdrian just
those
like puts
things
his
near us.
Galdrian puts his hand around Suna's snout. It's like, shh, shh.
Now he wants me to shh.
Suna,
I want
please.
you to shh. You can tell him off later.
I will poop your snoot if you don't be quiet.
I hope you said boop.
Yeah.
I didn't hear B. I was like,
He will, in fact, poop your snoot.
I mean, she is 4 foot. He's like 6. You know. Gas travels.
The floor drops away again, and Nettles kind of makes his way to the front of the group and just pokes his head down through this hole in the wood and looks all different ways. Okay, go. And he points, and you can see these gigantic sort of copper and steel doors. And he says, go. And just kind of like pushes you guys down the hole.
Does this look more familiar?
Yes, you've seen those doors before.
All right. This is the Chamber of the Ancients.
You get to the doors, and he puts his hand on the door, which begins to lightly glow, yellow, green, red, and blue, and then he pushes, and it opens just a crack, just enough for you guys to slide inside. He starts pushing you through, and then some of this goop just scoops out of the ceiling and just latches around him, and then yanks him back up through the hole.
Can I try and grab him? I'm the back of the party.
How high's your strength?
I have a strength of 16.
I'm going to tell you that ain't going to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, you could try to grab him, but he is yanked away from you.
Okay. Well, I try.
As Iacus sees that, tries to grab him, he just slides out because he's covered in goop. He gets pulled up through the ceiling. You guys step inside these doors, and they just slam shut behind you. Inside, there is a beautifully appointed room. It is massive. Has to be thousands of feet across. There's maybe 2,000 people in here, if you had to guess. All of them are plant people. There is a waterfall. There is that pours down into a pool. There is effectively think like the classic teepee style bonfire that is near that. There's a full view of the sky, and there's clouds in the sky, and there are all sorts of weird rock formations just jutting up out of the ground. And when you step in, everybody stops talking, which there's kind of this low murmur, and everyone turns to look at you. And the waterfall stops pouring down and starts pouring up and just wraps around the room. And in sort of the way that it does, it forms effectively like a face, and it's imagine like on a long gigantic neck made of water that is still flowing, And this face just leans in real close to your group and gives you one big eyeball and looks at you.
I smell what the rock is cooking.
And it says, "You are familiar to us. Nettles has told us about you." And when he says that, the bonfire likewise forms a face. The rocks pull themselves together, and the clouds, like lightning starts happening up there, and illuminated in the sky in the clouds is another face. And all of these stare at you, and that's where we'll go ahead and cut this episode. So see, you guys didn't die. I mean, Shannara did, but you guys didn't.
And Nettles did.
And Nettles did, unfortunately.
And the GM did.
I've reached the end of my usefulness. I'm sorry. I'll have to kill myself now.
I'm glad he understands seppuku is the only honorable thing left.
I'm sorry for bringing dishonor to the gaming group. I will excuse myself. No, so you guys survived, and it's the end of a session.
Yeah.
So you get an incremental advance.
Yay.
Anybody know what they're taking?
Well, I can't take an ability score. I can't take hit points.
I take more hit points.
I don't get any more powers.
Mm-mm.
I don't get any more skills.
Mm-mm.
So the only thing I can take is a feat.
Well, there you go.
So does that mean, like, how do incremental advances work if you get everything?
The GM levels you when he feels is appropriate, but
Yeah.
usually it is before you have taken all the incremental advances.
Okay. So what do I do at this point? Oh, well, I can take a feat.
You
So
can take a feat.
I will take a feat.
Great. Iacus grows a third foot just where his tail was.
Oh, tail. Okay. I thought you were saying I was growing a foot.
I'm sorry, he grows a fourth foot where his tail was. He already had the ability to become a tripod. Alright, yeah. So, does anybody have any end of game questions? Anything they want to ask? Any plugs? All the fun stuff?
I have a question on my...
Anybody except Ray?
It's not fair.
No, that's your question.
On my contemplation, my extra hit points that I did,
Mm-hmm.
it says the boon lasts until the next full heal up or until I meditate again.
Correct.
So I can keep those +6 for a while because I didn't fully heal.
Basically until you sleep.
Okay.
It goes
So
away.
never again.
It is-
You will always have those hit points.
Yeah, it's
We're
a...
not
right,
sleeping
yeah.
anytime soon.
That's right, yeah.
It is usually, it's basically once per day. It is a daily power. Unless you do it again in a different environment. And then it becomes another daily power.
Okay. Because it
Was
says
that-
I can keep doing it.
Yes.
I can meditate as often as I like.
Was this 3 episodes?
Yeah.
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 Wow.
See, it feels early, even though we
Yeah.
got started late.
It does feel early.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I mean, technically it is early.
Because we
Usually-
actually kept it at
Yeah.
hour,
the
yeah.
Yeah,
hour.
we've actually...
Well, we're at like an hour and 20 right now, but
That's not bad. Our average from the first couple of sessions has been about an hour 40,
Yeah.
which takes me about 3.5 hours to edit.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to be a little more strict about having 60 to 70 to 80 minutes.
Yep.
But
Because usually when we stop, it's 10 o'clock. It's not even 9 yet.
yeah,
So, to the group. You know what I found after y'all had finished your saves?
Huh.
As a quick action, once per battle, I can remove a save ends effect from a target and grant them 5 temporary hit points.
is that an encounter power or daily?
Once per battle.
Oh, well, there you go.
I know.
Yeah, we got really fucked up that first turn, then we're like, no, we're good.
Suna could have been helpful.
I
But
could have!
no, she ran away.
Fuck you guys!
I didn't notice it.
Grab my
So,
staff!
thing,
we're
like-
good.
Ardith was the only
I was the only
one.
one who's about to take the second round of
Yeah.
ongoing damage.
Yeah. So, if he didn't get you, I would have gotten you because I saw it then, so...
I actually can't wait to share these enemies on our $3 and up Patreon tier because so when I audition monsters, I start by picking how hard I want the fight to be, right? Which is kind of basically universal across any system. So that gives me a budget. And then there's, in the 13th Age system, there's actually a little rubric that goes, it starts 2 or 3 levels below your party level, and 2 or 3 levels below, 2 or 3 levels above. And it goes, this is what an enemy of this level is worth to your current party, right? So there's 4 of you. It typically starts with, I have a budget of 4, like rolling no matter what. So if I pick a first level enemy, it's worth 1, generally. Or if I pick an enemy of your level, it's worth 1. And then like an enemy 2 levels below you is
a -1.
It's like a third of a point or something like that. So I can get more guys by purchasing lower level monsters.
Yeah.
So I usually start with that. And so 13th Age, it has like this brick of pre-made monsters in the bestiaries. And it goes, like, these are all your 3rd level monsters. And I look at whatever name kind of seems cool, and they have roles, like these are damage dealers, these are your tanks, these are your leaders. And so I find stuff, and I saw the name on this one, and I was like, I'm not going to use it, but I got to see what it does. And so I click on it, and I read it, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And it goes, oh, but see this other thing. And so I go to that other thing. Like, oh, that's cool. And at the end of that, it goes, oh, see this other thing. So I go down the rabbit hole 3 or 4 levels, and I'm like, well, I wasn't going to use it. Now I gotta. This, it's kind of like a feat chain, but it's an enemy chain. It has an evolving set of monsters that comes out of this one monster based on what happens to it and how many there are and like whether some are staggered, what the escalation die is. So I was like, well, I got to use it now, and it made sense for the story. So I'm looking forward to sharing those. Speaking of Patreon, you guys can find us there. Have I ever mentioned that? Did you guys know we had a Patreon?
Once or twice.
No.
Did you know we like money?
I mean,
the truth of the matter is I don't like money. We just have to have it.
Did you know that, we can do mouth stuff for money?
or Galdrian can do staff stuff.
Roll a fucking 1.
It just goes to show
It was a good try, honey.
that Galdrian is not a pole dancer. He's probably more of like a go-go dancer.
He's a lap dancer.
Yeah, that like maybe it is just finding your particular flavor of exotic dancing.
These dice are fucking fired. Holy water.
And last session, he was like, I love these dice.
The
These are
holy
best
water,
ever.
I think, ruined them.
Well, I mean, you are favored by the Diabolus, so
Oh, yeah,
I mean,
she's pissed at me now.
to
Yeah.
be fair, you just
gotta get some unholy water. Just drop them in the toilet for a little while.
I think just, yeah. Yeah, like our cat.
Who's jumped in the toilet 3 times. Once was occupied.
He's not a smart cat.
No, he's not.
He is a loving cat, but he's not a smart cat.
He is Galdrian's cat.
He has maybe 2 brain cells to rub together. Maybe.
And one's choking the other.
All right, so yeah, you can find us on Patreon if you would like. We're totally accepting sponsorships, and we'll run an ad for just about anything, really. So Patreon, all your cool podcast subscription services, find us on there. As always, I'll link that stuff in the show notes. You guys got anything before we head out?
I do not.
I got a cross between a yawn and a death glare. So
That was a yawn.
It's a dawn.
I'm gonna have to perform some counseling and therapy on this group after the sessions we've had. But if that's all you got, that's all I got. And
Hey, maybe you guys will be getting character portraits soon.
Hey, yeah.
I just need to have, an hour to sit down and color them and shade them.
You don't need all that.
It won't take that long. I just gotta sit down and do it. Please,
Well,
John,
we
chill
appreciate
out.
everything that you do for us.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The very tired artist is very thankful.
I like the fact that everyone looks at Stephanie and says, "We appreciate everything you do for us," and everyone looks at me and is like, "You can go fuck yourself."
Well, I mean,
You killed her!
see above email. You can go fuck yourself.
Quote, unquote, killed or adopted NPC, thank you.
Well, that's
As
what you get for
stated in my
adopting NPCs. If you were the heartless little rogue that you pitched to me, it wouldn't be a problem.
She's a heartless little rogue up until it comes to her family. And then we have issues. So many issues.
Yes, we on this podcast all have issues.
Right now we're at 25 of them.
There you go. And on that note, for the third time, I'll try to exit the podcast gracefully. So thanks for listening, guys. We'll see y'all next time.
Get him now! Stab him now! Take his 4 games!
Yeah.